Hello friends, TECHMANPAT here. Holy moly gooly dooly, this is insane. This is one of the biggest widespread outages I have ever seen in my life. Things are off that I've never thought would be off. We've got banks, we've got NBN issues, of course. Telstra's having issues, ABC is having issues, Visa is having issues. All your supermarkets are having issues. I was at the shops during lunch today and the FPOS was down, the self-checkouts were down. This is insane. About an hour ago, this has happened. Google is down, 9 News is down, Cloudflare is down, CrowdStrike is down. This is insanity. Like, this is crazy. If you were one of those conspiracy folk, you might think that we're about to get invaded. Friends, welcome to Dirt Report. Let's jump into some of the stories that are happening right now. We probably won't have a resolution in this video, but let's have a look at what is actually going on, and maybe this video will actually end up on YouTube and you might get to see it. Let's roll the intro. So as I was alluding to, we've got some interesting outages. Microsoft 365, so basically most of the country who uses it for work is down. Foxtel is down, so no sports for you today. Bendigo Bank, NAB, NBN, Telstra, Xero. That's concerning because that's got to do with a lot of payroll too, if your company uses it. ANZ is down. I actually saw an issue last night, so I wonder if it started a little bit earlier. Azure is down. That's a hosting company. Obviously, Microsoft's hosting and AWS is the other one, so they've got it here, and Google is another one. So any of these companies who are hosting on Azure, AWS, or Google will then have issues if those companies are having issues. Sportsbet? My goodness, how rude. You can't bet on your favorite sport. Microsoft Teams. Actually, I was using Microsoft Teams earlier today and it was fine. Cloudflare obviously protects current websites from DDoS and things like that. That is a concern. Australia Post. So if your post isn't getting delivered, it's because they probably can't find your house. X is always down, or at least is having issues. Amazon is down and they're having one of their biggest sales. The Prime sale time is on, and in the US, Amazon said that they've had the record year, which is pretty intense. Look at Centrelink. Look at that downtime just there. That's pretty strange. Reddit, no, Reddit's all good. Hopefully Instagram and YouTube, no. Let's check YouTube because I will be uploading this video. Okay, YouTube is doing what YouTube does. In any case, let's have a read through of what is going on. Global IT outage live updates through the ABC website. It started about 48 minutes ago. Flight check-ins have been affected according to here. Microsoft has reported an issue, and CrowdStrike, which is how I found out that there is an issue, well, there's things down. Now, it is believed not to be a cybersecurity attack or incident, which is good news. And according to some reports, emergency services are doing okay. Obviously, if you're going shopping, well, things aren't working. I saw blue screens already, but what was interesting, some had blue screens, others did not. So in Perth, Woolies had a few blue screens of death. Sydney Airport must be just crazy right now. Probably a few of those airports must be going on. And what I find really funny about this screenshot is, can you see the new ad from Telstra? And you've got little bars of signal and it's always full. That's great. That's working here, but Telstra's got it outage. I love it. I love it. So National Cybersecurity Coordinator has said, I am aware of a large-scale technical outage affecting a number of companies and services across Australia this afternoon. Our current information is that this outage relates to a technical issue with a third-party software platform employed by affected companies. I feel like it's CrowdStrike that is affecting every one of these companies. CrowdStrike is a cybersecurity company, and they do a lot of, I suppose, very niche services where they protect your company. They have a lot of things that get installed at every computer. So if you deploy CrowdStrike in your company, every single one of your devices will have it installed. And if something breaks on CrowdStrike, then all those devices are going to cop it. I've heard messages from a couple of colleagues where their computers are getting blue screens of death, and it is only due to CrowdStrike. Now, I'm not going to point fingers, but here we have 20 minutes ago, Joseph Dunstan has said Australia's cybersecurity company says CrowdStrike appears to be linked to the outage. Fuel stations are closing. Well, what happened to everybody who hates electric vehicles? I can charge that at home, but there you go, OTR is down and now I can't fill up some petrol. Look, it's more than likely it's just some stations. You can probably still find a station to fill up your vehicle. Perth is having issues, of course, at the airport. I got a text from a friend saying they're stuck there and they're definitely not flying out today. So I think they're going home. The reports are probably continuing to flood in as we sit here. This is pretty intense. Last time it was Optus, then there was a Vodafone outage. Obviously the Optus one was the biggest one. This is pretty intense. This is a lot of companies. ABC computers, I guarantee you, this makes me feel like it is CrowdStrike. This is incredible. Maybe some employee got a little bit angry at CrowdStrike and started doing something or updating the system that is causing this. Now, the error here, as a colleague of mine described it, is to do with something in the back end of paging that Microsoft uses for indexing. So I'm not quite sure if that's connected, but apparently that seems to be what pops up on the blue screens of death these days. 000 still works, folks, which is good, but the police stations might be in trouble. So again, it seems to be the computer systems that have something installed on them. And you know what? This is one of those moments where you look back and you go, how did a company, like any company, decide that they're going to go with one provider because it becomes the single source of failure? Whoever is the provider, if it's CrowdStrike or somebody else, this is a massive risk of having everything, all your eggs in one basket. Diversification is a way to protect yourself, but I bet no company really ever thinks about that when they choose a piece of software for their security. Go, well, look, we're going to put Norton in everything, or we're going to put Avast, or we're going to put nothing, and then it'll be okay. Look, my system is okay. Everything seems to be working, but I don't have certain things installed and I'm still using Windows security. But let me know below if you'd like me to do a video about what security and precautions I take to protect myself from all the wild west events in the internet. And quickly, it seems like it is only Windows PCs. So if you're on a Mac and you're got CrowdStrike installed, or maybe it's something else, let me know in the comments below if it's still all working for you, because it might just be Windows PCs. And Windows really does run the world in a roundabout way. Most backend servers are either Linux or what else is there? Well, Windows, I guess. And of course, if there's something wrong with those servers, things go down. This is incredible. And a lot of people, I bet, and let me know in the comments below, a lot of people who are against technology will probably point to this and say, see what happens. But I don't think it's the problem of technology. I think it is the problem of relying on one thing rather than multiple. You lock your doors, you close your windows. You wouldn't leave your windows open if you're going to lock your door. It's kind of like choose a few things to secure yourself around you with maybe a lock, a camera, and an alarm, rather than just putting all your faith in one fancy thing like software. Anyway, folks, there will be a dirt report on the full outcome of this when we get some information, but I hope if you didn't find out or didn't know, this video let you know. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll catch you all in another one. Bye.